to the Mickey Updates Podcast, starring Ed, Rob, Chris, and Travis. You've arrived at your destination for the latest happenings in Orlando news and reviews. There's much to learn about this beautiful global city, and there are four guys willing to explain their expertise to give you this knowledge from the world-famous Walt Disney World to the wonderful SeaWorld. The Mickey Updates Podcast has your dose of the latest goings-on in the Central Florida region. Now let's welcome the four guys featured on this podcast, Ed, Chris, Travis, and Rob.
Alrighty, what's happening out there? My mic is going crazy today. That's what's happening. And let me see if I can get it to you. Alright, what's going on out there, everyone? Hey, what's happening? We are here live for you on YouTube and Google+, and we are recording for iTunes, as always, the Mickey Updates Podcast. We are here. We got lots of stuff to talk about. It's been an absolutely amazing week, and it's just lots to talk about. It's just been absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to share with you some of the experiences that we got to do. Got some issues with the audio there. Where did my stuff go? All right. We want to thank our sponsor, Scoot Orlando. I have a great tip for your next Disney World trip. If you have someone who needs help getting around, check out these scooters from Scooter Vacations. They have 6 models to choose from, and everything from those that fit in the car trunk to specialty luxury models for using on boats, buses, and monorails. They are the only company with 24-hour customer service. Contact Scooter Vacations by clicking on their logo in the show notes or call them at 1-855-WDW-SCOOT. That's 1-855-WDW-SCOOT. Or on the web at scootorlando.com. That's SCOOT Orlando.com. Make sure you check out our fine sponsor there. All right, we're going to kick things off with some news from Hollywood Studios. The Starbucks is coming to Hollywood Studios. We already knew that, but it is coming to the Trolley Cafe, and we have a date for that Starbucks, February 2015. I have to say that I am a little upset because I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday, and I see it being built at Hollywood, and I'm thinking I could really get a chai latte, and then I settle for Joffrey's, which just isn't the same, and I get a little depressed. But Olaf Cupcakes take care of that for now. Can we please have Olaf Cupcakes for, like, ever? For the first time in forever, can we have Olaf Cupcakes forever? Can we do that?
Hey, you took it away because you made a bad pun.
Oh. So, yes, we have the Starbucks coming 2015, and it's going to be awesome. So I'm excited to have that there. I love Starbucks in the parks. I can't tell you how many times I've been to the one on Main Street. And, you know, at first I was a little apprehensive about having Starbucks in the parks, but, man, I got to tell you, it's awesome. And the way they do the theming and everything, and especially the one on Main Street, with them actually having a backstory with the photos of the owners on the wall, the Pike brothers who own the Starbucks. It's actually just a really cool story. The hidden mermaids in the if you haven't been there, or if you have been there, or want something new to look for hidden mermaids. There's hidden mermaids around, like kind of like hidden Mickeys, but there's hidden mermaids in the Starbucks on Main Street. So it's definitely really cool to have stuff like that, and they really did an awesome job. The same with the one at Epcot, and especially with the one at Downtown Disney. The one at Downtown Disney is by far the best Starbucks that I've ever been to in my life, period. I don't think there's a Starbucks that could be any better than that. So it really is awesome. They did a really good job with it, and I'm very happy. And I'm sure the same will be at Hollywood Studios, too. So I'm very excited. It should be a lot of fun. New entertainment is coming to the World Showcase at Epcot. Today, the Parks blog announced some entertainment changes that will take place around the World Showcase. And some of you are really heated. This has become a very heated debate in the Disney universe. Some of the new entertainment guests can expect to see include a Berber music and dance troupe in Morocco, a of dynamic flag-waving performers in Italy, a lumberjack-inspired show in Canada. He's a lumberjack, yes, he is. Folk music and a Celtic folk music ensemble in the United Kingdom, and more. Disney will also say farewell to existing acts Mo Rockin', Off Kilter, and Spirit of America Fife and Drum Corps. Now, they will have their final performances on September 27, 2014. Now, I have to say that personally, for me, I'm a little upset to lose the Fife and Drum Corps. I don't know about you, Ed.
Fife and Drum Corps is about the only one I.
Yeah,
feel
Off
bad
Kilter.
about
I've never been a fan of Off Kilter. It's just been noise to me. Sorry, but I just don't like it. It's not my cup of tea when it comes to music. Fife and Drum Corps, it's nostalgic. I shouldn't say nostalgic, but it's American history to an extent. I mean, having them come out and do the drum and do the Pledge of Allegiance and all that, it's fun. I mean, it really screams American adventure, American pavilion, and it really adds, I think, to the pavilion. So I'd be sad to see that go. Mo Rockin', I could care less about, honestly. I mean, they do have decent music, don't get me wrong. I think that a lot of people have always found the belly dancer a little off-putting. I remember the first time that we went to, when I was younger, and we went to Marrakesh, the restaurant in Morocco, for the first time when I was a kid. And they have belly dancer in there too, and she came around to the table, and that was definitely an experience because we didn't, our family did not know that there was a belly dancer in there, so trying to shield the eyes a little bit, but it was. I'm not really sad to see. Only one I'm sad to see go is Fife and Drum Corps, but there's a lot of people. There's a Facebook group that I saw that is actively trying to get Disney to not get rid of Off Kilter, which I can kind of understand because they have like CDs and stuff. I mean, they are like a legitimately like followed band. I mean, people make trips to see Off Kilter, and they have CDs, and people have the CDs, so I can see it. I can definitely see it. So, but I have the same feeling about this as I do as the other. We're upset now, but in a year or two, we won't even remember. Because quite honestly, if you think about it, Norway used to have a band, like I forget the name of it, but Norway had a Norwegian Scandinavian type a band. It wasn't a band; it was like a troupe of like a violinist and some other people, and I saw it a few times. But I don't honestly really. I mean, I don't hear people talking about that or really remembering that. So, I mean, with anything Disney does, I mean, what they come out with, the new stuff may not be better, or maybe it may be better, may not be better, who knows, but it'll be interesting to see. So, but, I am sad for the Fife and Drum Corps. I think that adds a lot to the pavilion, and I really hope they add, there's nothing announced for the American Pavilion to be added in its place, so that leaves it really with no show at all. Really, there's nothing else that happens in the pavilion outside except for the Fife and Drum Corps and when they have concerts and stuff. But other than that, there's really nothing that goes on there. And the other thing is, too, will they bring the Fife and Drum Corps back for the 4th of July and have that? That would be, I mean, if they did something like that, like a 4th of July thing and had them on 4th of July only, that would give me more incentive to want to go to Epcot for the 4th of July to see them. And you could at least see them once a year. I would be okay with that, because they have them go on stage with Mickey and Minnie and join the Voices of Liberty and all that. I did forget the Voices of Liberty. They will be in America. They're not going anywhere, but they're inside. They're not outside. I don't know. I guess Voices of Liberty are enough for America. They're really good. Voices of Liberty are awesome. Mm-hmm. One of the best when they did the Epcot 30th announcement and or the 30th anniversary. And they were talking about just a quick off story from the bunny trail here. But when they did the 30th Voice of Liberty, they were talking about the first time that the Voices of Liberty actually sang inside the American Pavilion, and they were telling the story of how everyone just stopped what they were doing and went into there because they heard this music coming from the pavilion that was just absolutely amazing. And they went inside the pavilion, and there's the Voices of Liberty singing the songs, and and it was that good. And I can't, that was really an awesome moment, to think of Epcot is being built, this amazing world is being built around you, and there's really nothing that really, this is like that pivotal moment where you finally realize that it's real when you hear their voices and you see them for the first time. For me, that would be like the moment where it just all comes together right there. Wow, this is going to be awesome. So that was a pretty cool story. But I always think of that when I hear the Voices of Liberty. Hearing them for the first time must have been, I can't even imagine. I mean, that must have been quite an experience for the cast members that got to experience that. So that's pretty cool. The Tiki Room is closing for refurbishment in late September. The Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room in the Magic Kingdom is scheduled to close for refurbishment from September 27th through October 3rd. Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach have refurbishment dates coming up as well. Typhoon Lagoon, October 26th through January 3rd, and will reopen on January 4th. Blizzard Beach is scheduled from January 4th to March 14th, 2015, and will reopen March 15th. And I'm sure they will adjust the. I don't know when the pool is supposed to open at Poly off the top of my head, but I know they are giving out free passes to Blizzard Beach for the pool. So maybe if that's in that time frame, they'll reschedule and give you a Typhoon Lagoon pass if you are staying at the Poly. So there you go. Haunted Mansion is scheduled for refurbishment December 1st through 19th, and will reopen on December 20th. Rumors indicate that the attraction is installing an on-ride photo system. That would be quite interesting. Let's see here. The Night of Joy schedule of events has been announced. Night of Joy, the yearly Christian rock event in Magic Kingdom, will be here starting September 5th. Will be here starting September 5th. And that's coming soon here. Let's see, that's in a few days. Disney has released these, what?
That's this weekend.
Yeah, released the schedule events for the party. You can find the schedule events on our website. It has all the concerts listed, who's singing what at what time, and all kinds of good stuff there. So definitely check that out. It is going to be a fun event. I went to Night of Joy, I think, once as a young one with a church group. It was an interesting event. The Move It, Shake It, Celebrate It Parade is getting new upgrades. The Move It, Shake It, Celebrate It Parade will be undergoing some changes soon. The first will be the name, which will be changed to Move It, Shake It, Dance and Play It Street Party. They will also be adding Stitch and Phineas and Ferb to the lineup of characters in the show. The show will continue to have dancing in the street, but will add remixes of classic songs and a chance for guests to choose the final song in the parade, which will be a current hit song. No specific date has been given as to when the changes will happen, but Disney did say it's coming this fall. Until then, the parade will run as normal. So there you go. Move It, Shake It, Dance and Play It Street Party. I like this. You think the upgrades are good?
They sound okay.
Would you like to dance to a pop hit?
No, because I listen to a lot of indie music, so no.
Well, I mean, come on. The Villains Sinister Soiree, Wicked Takeover of Cinderella's Castle, has been added to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. But a new package called Villains Sinister Soiree, a Wicked Takeover of Cinderella's Castle, will be offered for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party dates this year. The package will include preferred viewing for Mickey's Boo-to-You Parade and the Hallowishes Fireworks Spectacular. Afterwards, guests will enjoy a dessert soiree entertainment at Cinderella's Royal Table, along with Lady Tremaine and other villains. Each guest will receive an autographed card and souvenir Maleficent Dragon Cup. Cost is $99, and that's on top of your admission. Admission is required to the Mickey's Halloween party, which is like $67. Reservation can be made by calling 407-939-5262. So there you have that. Legoland is offering a free admission during First Responder Days in September. Legoland, Florida is proud to once again honor police officers, firefighters, and EMS personnel with a free single-day admission to the park during the month of September. Legoland, Florida Resort's special offer gives first responders a chance to experience the park's more than 50 rides, shows, and attractions with their friends and family. The program is valid for all police officers, firefighters, and EMS employees working in the United States. Active and retired personnel with identification are also eligible. Eligible personnel should present their employee ID or professional organization membership card to Legoland Florida Resort's ticket window the day they plan to visit to redeem their one free admission ticket and purchase up to 4 admission tickets at only $40 per ticket. Guests may upgrade to include Legoland's water park for just $15 per person. This offer is valid from 9/1/14 to 9/30/14, so September 1st through September 30th. So there you go. So if you are a first responder, of course, thank you for your service, and Legoland thanks you too with offering this free ticket for you. Busch Gardens is offering a Falcon's Fury members preview. Falcon's Fury, the new drop tower attraction at Busch Gardens, will be holding pass member preview soon. Starting September 13th on Saturday and Sunday, pass members can ride the attraction from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. This preview will continue on until September 28th. And keep in mind too that the attraction did officially open today. So if you are at Busch Gardens, you can actually ride Falcon's Fury. I know it's been a while, but they are doing it soon, and they are going to invite the media out and do a drop cam footage. So that should be very interesting to see that right there. So awesome stuff there. September is here, and I don't know if I've talked about this before, but September is here, and September is Magical Dining Month in Orlando, and it is my favorite time of year. Just because of Halloween, and of course Magical Dining Month is awesome. October and September are my favorite time of year. I'm serious. Between food and wine, Halloween events, Magical Dining Month, it's amazing. There's a lot of stuff going on in Orlando. Very busy. September kicks off Magical Dining Month in the Orlando area. One of my favorite times of year, of course. Area restaurants around Orlando will be offering three-course meal offerings for just $33. Some of the big names on there include Ruth Chris Steakhouse, Fogo de Chao, Brazilian Steakhouse, and a collection of some of the best restaurants in Orlando. This is definitely worth checking out. Check out the article on our website. You can get more information about the event by clicking on our website here. I'll just go. There's a page on the website. I'll show you a list of some. I'll go through some of the restaurants. Now there are some in the Disney Lake Buena Vista area. Like the Hemingways at the Hyatt, the Grand Cypress is really good. Il Milano at Walt Disney World Swan is on there. There's a Japanese, there's a Kobe's on there, really good. Blue Zoo, excellent restaurant, Todd English Blue Zoo. They're offering a 3-course meal. There's a whole bunch of restaurants from downtown to International Drive, City Walk, Universal, Emeralds, Bice at Portofino Bay, Shop Chop at Royal Pacific Resort, the Island Dining Room there. There's just a bunch of restaurants. You really have to check out the list here. Part of the money that they get this year goes to charity, and I forget what the charity is off the top of my head, but Foster Children, Foundation for Foster Children. And it's $33 for a 3-course meal, which, to give you an idea, like for example, the Brazilian Steakhouse, Fogo de Chao, is normally $59 for just the salad bar and the steak, the meats, which is it's a churrascaria. So they bring the meats to your table and slice them off or put them on your plate, and it's all you can eat meats and salad bar. Now for $33, you add a dessert to that, so you're already saving on the dinner right there. Plus you add the dessert to it, so it's awesome. So really great stuff there. Now, Roy's is on there. Roy's is just fantastic. You really have to look at the list. There's just a ton of restaurants. And, I mean, it's $33 per person. You're helping charity. It's a really great deal. I know that we are going to go to Ming Court, which is on International Drive, which I've heard is the best. I've never been, but I've heard it is the best Chinese food. That everyone that's been there said it's the best Chinese food they've ever had, just out of anywhere they've ever been. So I'm really excited to try that, and we're gonna go somewhere else too. We're gonna hit two or three restaurants. But Ming Court, I'm excited about that. Now keep in mind too that the $33 when you get to the restaurant, it'll be a select menu. It'll be a special menu. You have to call them in advance and make a reservation and say, look, I'm coming for this event, and they will provide a special menu for you. But it's usually really good. It's not, you're not losing anything by doing this package. You know, they really go above and beyond. It's really an opportunity for locals and tourists to really try new restaurants in Orlando and then go back later and try more. So awesome stuff there. So definitely check that out. You can find the link on our website or on our website to check that out. So awesome stuff there. And that's going to do it for the news for this week. We want to thank our sponsor for that segment. Pack your bags and head to Disney. Leave all the planning to the experts at Unforgettable Destinations. Staff are available to share their love for Disney while you sit back and relax. Imagine a stress-free vacation from the planning process until you return home. Unforgettable Destinations gladly helps you reserve your package, prepare a park touring plan, and so much more. Call toll-free at 1-800-450-8123. That's 1-800-450-8123. Or visit them at www.unforgettabledestinations.com. Be sure to check out all the Disney destinations, including the popular Disney Cruise Line vacations, at their website. And they are just great, folks. You will never have a bad experience with them. They are just awesome. So make sure you check them out and book your next vacation with Unforgettable Destinations. I got to tell you, sometimes it pays, especially with a Disney trip. Especially with like FastPass Plus and all the planning that goes involved now, and being able to reserve, almost plan out your whole day in advance. Even to the extent of like picking your meals at Be Our Guest. I mean, it can just be overwhelming. So, give them a buzz. Let them do it for you. It's great, and they'll try to find you the best deal that they can at the same time. So awesome stuff there too. And with that being said, we are going to send it over to Ed with the news. Weather. And
Rumors. And starting with Wednesday, September 3rd. It's going to be isolated thunderstorms with a high of 92 and a low of 76, 30% chance of rain. And on Thursday, high of 87 and a low of 74 with a 50% chance of thunderstorms. That's and it's going to be a PM thunderstorm, so at night, looks like. And scattered thunderstorms on Friday with a high of 91, low of 74, with a 50% chance of rain. And on Saturday, scattered thunderstorms with a high of 91, low of 75, with a 40% chance of rain. And on Sunday, PM thunderstorms with a high of 92 and a low of 75, with a 40% chance of rain. And as far as rumors,
I can't hear you. You gotta get to the mic there.
As far as rumors,
what's happened?
I think it's a patent. Yes, Disney filed a patent to use a drone-like technology in their park. So they're gonna.
Yes, the drone thing has been flying all over the internet.
Yes.
They basically will fly drones that will shoot video that'll create a 3D moving object with the drone.
Yes, and if you actually saw the what's the patent thing. Actually, I had a picture of the castle, so it looks like they could probably use it, like, in the castle show, and it looked like they had, like, I guess you could say, drapes that were hanging by that the drones were guiding, so they were kind of like, I guess you could say draping the castle. It looked like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it could be interesting. They're working on that.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, I have some stuff to talk about. Just some. I've been hearing a lot of buzz around the SeaWorld area about just different things going on. I talked about in the article on the last show. Just lots of things going on. There is a possibility that SeaWorld may just exit America. So it's a possibility, but it may happen. There is a possibility that they may exit America altogether and just have SeaWorld overseas and not have SeaWorld over here. So things are getting interesting, and as I can talk about it more, I will, but I've been hearing a lot of things, and I can tell you that it's getting very, very interesting, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next few months. So I've also heard that Comcast, a lot of Comcast people have been flying around the parks. There's been a lot of activity with executives from Comcast at the parks. So, like I said, it'll be it'll be interesting to see. So as I find out more, I will let you guys know. But I would say definitely watch them and let's see what happens. But I hope nothing happens because I love those parks to death. So I love all the shows there. I love the animals there. They take excellent care of them, and they just do a fantastic job with everything. So we will see what happens there. But I'm hoping for the best. But I don't know what's going to happen. So it'll be interesting to see. So we want to thank our sponsor for that segment. We want to thank MapleLeafTickets.com, providing discount area Orlando attraction tickets for more than 30 years. Visit them today at MapleLeafTickets.com or call 1-800-841-2837. That's 1-800-841-2837. That's MapleLeafTickets.com. Sorry, I had a little break in there. I don't know what's going on. All right, so lots of stuff to talk about this week. We have just been all over the place. If you noticed our coverage, we went to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
Wasn't that scary?
It wasn't that scary. It wasn't so very scary. We've just been all over the parks. It's been absolutely fantastic, and we got to do some once in a lifetime experiences, I would consider them. So it's really cool stuff. So I will start off by talking about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. Now we got to go there last night, and like every year, Mickey's Not So Scary. You get to dress up, and there's candy. They do trick or treat trails, and they have like the special fireworks and the Boo-to-You parade and stuff, and all that is fantastic. The Boo-to-You parade is awesome. You get to go in and participate or see the Headless Horseman come down the street there before the parade. Then you have all the characters coming down and the villains out, and it's just an awesome parade. It's a really good time. It's a really, really good time. Then you have Hallowishes, which is one of my favorite fireworks shows. I love the music in Hallowishes. I'm telling you, I love the music in Hallowishes. It is really, really good. Awesome stuff. And I love the fireworks, too, because we get the perimeter fireworks. So we have fireworks behind the castle and on the side of Tomorrowland and Frontierland in that area over there. So we get fireworks almost all around the Magic Kingdom, which is another awesome advantage to the party there. And, the trick-or-treating, you've got some of the shows, the Villains Mix and Mingle, which looks great this year. I guess they started this halfway through the season last year. I didn't see it, but they are doing the castle projections are part of the show now, which was really cool. And then they have 2 dance parties at the event. They have the Monstrous Scaroween Ball.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I could tell you right now because I'll look up the thing that
you had it right.
Okay, well I want to make sure. Do you have that? Do you have the map? Can you go? Oh, I have it.
Good, because I don't.
I did have it. I don't know. I did have the map in my pocket. I don't know what to do with it.
Okay.
Pocket? No. It's. Oh wait, yes it is.
I win.
Okay, so it is the Monsters Screamo-Ween Ball, which was awesome. They had this in Tomorrowland. They retrofitted the Incredibles dance party stage for the Screamo-Ween Ball and added the canisters that they fill up inside Monstropolis. And they had a dance party with Boo and some of the other characters. Sully was out there, Mike Wazowski. It was great. I walked over there and I saw Boo and Mike Wazowski, and it was a good time. It's great to see those characters out and about. Now, They did do I really like that Disney is using the Diamond Horseshoe more, first off. And this year they had the Club Villains inside the Diamond Horseshoe. Let me tell you, this was actually a really cool dance party. This is probably one of the best dance parties I've seen at Magic Kingdom. They had the stage and a DJ in there, and the DJ was actually really good. He was interacting with the crowd. He was really, really good. Not Elliot good, but close. Um, and the music was great, and they were doing all kinds of dances. Lady Tremaine was in there. Cruella de Vil was in there. The stepsisters were in there. It was good. It was really good. Um, the walls, they put these paintings on the walls that were like fluorescent, like the black light made them go crazy, and it was actually really cool. They were like it was like this like rough and graffiti style. It was actually really really cool, and there was fog in there and the lights, and it was an awesome dance party. I don't know what Ed thought about it, but
Yeah, it was good.
would you say it's one of the best dance parties you've seen at Magic Kingdom?
Oh yeah, Magic Kingdom, yes.
Yeah, it's not the best dance party ever, but it is
No.
one of the best at Magic Kingdom. And honestly, I'm really turned around on dance parties. I am like enjoying. I am loving
If they're
if they have characters.
if they're good.
If they're good, well, they're usually pretty good, but it's more for me if they have characters. I mean, that and Elliot. Elliot's music, I could stand there. I could listen to Elliot's music
Hmm.
just all the time. No question about it. But that and then you add in characters. I mean, if it was just any DJ and there was characters dancing around and the characters are interacting and dancing, like Lady Tremaine was like shaking it. I mean, she was getting down. So was Cruella de Vil. She was shaking it and getting down, and it was quite awesome to see them. It's fun to see the characters really just have fun. Yeah, that's what I like about the dance parties now. They've turned into these things where characters are just having fun. You know, you see Mickey, Pluto, Donald, Goofy. They're out there having a good time, and I enjoy that. I think it's great. So, um, it's just really fantastic. It was a great dance party. Celebrate the Magic. They added the Halloween scene to that, which was really good. We will have video of that soon. I have it on the camcorder. I promise you that I will get it up by tomorrow. Sometime tonight. It'll probably be overnight. I will get it up and get it posted tomorrow as long as I don't run into any hiccups. But I should be good to get that up tonight. So you can check that out and check out the Halloween scene there. Other than that, it was just a night of going around getting the candy spots. One of the things, or some of the things we did look out for, there was a special edition Magic Band that was available for the party only, and we got that at the Emporium, and this thing was awesome. The special edition Magic Band was fantastic. It looks awesome. It's got the Mickey's Not So Scary on the side, and there's like an embossed Mickey on the bottom, and it's Halloween, and it's just really really awesome. There were some trading pins and a T-shirt. I didn't catch those, but they were on the back of the map. You can see they're on the back of the map here. I didn't actually see those, but they look awesome. Now, they did have candy corn soft serve at Storybook Treats. I didn't get to try it this time, but I will. I think that I'm going to go back to the party. Honestly, I think I'd like to go again. To be fair, I think I want to go one more time just to really have fun. It was good. And I think I will definitely try the soft serve candy corn soft serve from Storybook. It sounds really good. There's also cotton candy corn. I didn't try that. There was some specialty cupcakes at the Main Street Bakery, and there was the ghost cupcakes at Gaston's Tavern, and there was the delectable dish that I tried, which is sold at Sleepy Hollow and known as the Spiced Pumpkin Waffle Sundae. Now, this was a regular full-size waffle, pumpkin spice waffle with soft serve on top, vanilla soft serve, and sprinkled with cinnamon sugar. This thing was absolutely freaking delicious. I got it. They wanted to put the sprinkles on there. They have these like really like hard like sprinkles, but they always like hurt my teeth because they're just so hard. And I said no sprinkles, but I got the ice cream and the waffle, and it was delicious. Ed, I know you had some too. I'm sure you.
It was great.
Yes, it was great. It had a very. It was almost like pumpkin pie in a waffle form, and then you had the. I think they could have ditched the soft serve and just maybe done a whipped cream I would have been fine with maybe just whipped cream on it and then the cinnamon sugar. They did. It was powdered sugar and then cinnamon sugar, but they coated it. I mean, it was thick. I mean, it was really thick on there. But it was a really good waffle. I maybe could have done with just the whipped cream instead of soft serve, but the soft serve was good. It was vanilla soft serve. It was definitely delicious. But it was an excellent, excellent, excellent snack. And you can only get these at the party. You have to be at the party to get these snacks. So that was really awesome. But I got those. They're just, I got that. It was good. Now, one other thing I want to talk about, too, speaking of snacks, last night I went to the Friar's Nook, and Friar's Nook has been known to have unique mac and cheeses, and they have the cheeseburger mac and cheese now, and they also used to have the blue cheese mac and cheese with the balsamic and the chives on top, which was one of my favorite mac and cheeses. That was so good. I make it at home a lot of the time, too. They don't have it anymore, but it was really good. But now they have one of the new ones that they have, which I tried yesterday, was a pot roast mac and cheese. And this was the mac and cheese, and one of the things, I was with Big Fat Panda from BigFatPanda.com, and he was talking to the girl because the mac and cheese there, just the mac and cheese part of it, is different than the other locations. It tastes better. And I'm pretty sure Disney uses like a Stouffer's mac and cheese. There's a similarity there. That I'm pretty sure that's what they're using. So whatever you get mac and cheese somewhere, it's pretty much a Stouffer's mac and cheese. But this one is different. So Panda asked, and the girl fessed up and told him, said, "I'll tell you a secret. We add more cheese, a lot more cheese to this mac and cheese than we do everywhere else." So there is more cheese in the mac and cheese at Friar Nook. So if you're just looking to get a mac and cheese, just a plain mac and cheese, go to Friar's Nook. That is right there in Fantasyland, next to right behind like the Princess Fairy Tale Hall, and then next to Storybook Treats and Pooh there, across from like Seven Dwarfs there. Go there and get your treats. Excuse me, your mac and cheese, and you won't be disappointed. It's very cheesy there. But this pot roast mac and cheese, this was the regular mac and cheese with just basically pieces of pot roast on top. I don't think there was any gravy or anything like that. Let me look at. I don't think there was gravy on. I don't remember gravy, but I can tell you this: the pot roast itself was delicious. It was juicy. There was chives on top and pot roast, and then the mac and cheese. But it was a juicy, just fork tender pot roast. I mean, they've been cooking it forever. It wasn't that big of a piece of pot roast on there. It was maybe like one big forkful of pot roast, but I mean, two big forkfuls of pot roast. But it was really good, and it worked with the dish. There were juices from the pot roast that kind of seeped out and mixed with the mac and cheese. It was very, very delicious. I honestly couldn't finish the whole thing. It was so good. So you can pick that up at Friar's Nook. It's just delicious. Creamy mac and cheese, tender meat. You won't go wrong. And it's only like was it $9.99 or $8.99? I think it was $9.99 for this. So you get a drink with that. That could be a meal. I mean, it was that good. It was delicious. So definitely check that out. We also got to get our Sorcerer's card for the year. They offer a Sorcerer's card. This year was a Pirates themed to the Pirates. The Pirate Helmsman's Bombardment Sorcerer's card. They offer one that you can only get at the party, and they actually have to stamp, once you receive the card, they stamp your wristband, and you can't get another card. You're only allowed to get one. So we got that. But overall, that was it. It was a great party. Lots of great costumes. I saw a lot of Peter Pans. I saw an excellent Hook costume. I know the photos are up on our Instagram, and they're on our Flickr already from last night. You can check them out, and I'll write up some stuff, write up an article soon on the party, and with photos. I got photos of the fireworks and everything, and it was just a great night. I mean, a few of the things that I noticed that I think are new, but I don't know. I can't say for sure. Main Street has just been lit up with lights. They added so many of these colored lights, and they have this awesome soundtrack that they play for the Halloween party. And it's like 6 or 7 songs that are they repeat, but they're really good. They had the lights dancing to the music, and it danced to the fireworks and all this stuff, and it was really cool. And if you were standing like in front of the castle or just looking down Main Street from the castle side, just looking back towards the train station, it looked amazing. It was really cool. The lights just added so much. I mean, and they were all like in unison. Like if they were blue one second and then green the next second, and sometimes they flickered, and it was really cool. So that really added to the party. It really brought it up and made it really awesome. So it was really cool stuff. But I had a great time, and I think I want to go back and do it again. Just go out and have a good time. Just to really, not to say I didn't have a good time last night, but to go out and really, just go all crazy and not, because last night I was trying to rush to get to all the shows. Just really do my own thing. See the fireworks, do trick or treating all night. They also had in front of the Haunted Mansion. They have Carlotta, who hangs out in front of the Haunted Mansion during the party, and Renata Dubois, I can't say that. They hang out in front of the Haunted Mansion and do some banter back and forth with the guests, kind of yell at the guests, and it's funny. It's definitely funny. I know that Big Fat Panda got some video of it. It's funny, and I posted some on the website on our Vine and stuff too. It was really great. We had a good time with her. So it was really awesome. The party was fantastic. I urge all of you, if you want to go or haven't been, go. You won't be disappointed. It's absolutely, they do a great job every year with the Halloween party. So really good stuff there. Now, this past weekend, I got to participate in something that was just absolutely amazing, and I want to share it with you. Now, Disney had a Parks Blog meetup they called it Disney Side Dogs Day in the Park, and Disney Side Dogs Day at Magic Kingdom. And you applied and you sent in a picture of your dogs, or your dog, it was one per person, of them in a costume. And I bought it, and just they only gave you like 2 days to do it, and I was at the last minute, and I sent in a picture of my dogs, my big dog Gordon, my Disney dogs I call them. My big dog Gordon wore a Pooh costume, and my little girl wore a Tigger costume, and they wore this to the parks, they took the photo, and I got accepted, and we went to the parks. And now I was thinking, from reading what they were writing about what the event was going to be, that it was just going to be just a walk through the park, and we'd get to walk through the park. I wasn't expecting much, but hey, just to get my dogs in the gate would be a dream come true in general, because I love my pets to death. They're like my kids, and I took them to Fort Wilderness. They were there a day, and then we had to leave because they were barking too much, and the guests were complaining. So, the fact that I felt like they didn't really get a Disney experience last time we stayed there, plus the fact that it's Magic Kingdom and they're my dogs, that was awesome. So when I got to the park, when we got to the park that morning, we checked in and everything, and got to the gate and all that, and they had us all go in, and they had a special opening ceremony for the event in front of the train station, just like they do every morning for the park opening. And they had Goofy, Doug, Stitch, and Pluto kind of open the park.
And
Bolt open the park, and they had these two characters. I forgot their names though. They had these two characters that they made for the day. They were kind of watching over the party, and they came out and did their little spiel, and then they opened the park, and they let us in the park. And when we got in the park, what awaited us but a green carpet up Main Street? There wasn't a red carpet, there was a green carpet. And I got to tell you, Disney really went above and beyond on this. I mean, they went absolutely just crazy. I mean, it was far more than what I expected. There was a green carpet. There was stops on the green carpet with little places for the dogs. I don't know if you've ever seen them. If you don't have a dog, you may not know what it is. But they make these little things that look like grass, but the dogs can pee on them in the house if they have to go to the bathroom. and they're like little potty grass things, and they had those. I think they had like 5 of them set up along the green carpet in the middle down Main Street, and it had a little fire hydrant there because dogs sometimes like to go on fire hydrants, and they had those there for them to go on, and they used them to. People were taking pictures of them on. They had a PhotoPass girl standing in the dog set on the little green thing there, and the little potty thing, and they took a photo of them. We got a photo of our dogs on there. And they had you walk down the green carpet and walk down to Main Street in front of the castle in the hub area there, and they had the Hummer out there with the TV. They had this Hummer that they've been using for events that has like a TV and a DJ booth in it and all this stuff. And they had a DJ, and they had those 2 folks that were at the entrance. I forgot their names, but they were doing a commentary on the event. They were commenting on the dogs like it was a dog show, and it was really awesome. I have to tell you that just being in the park, I mean, the minute that we stepped foot into the park, I'm not afraid to admit that I got a little teary-eyed. I mean, that was a pretty awesome moment right there. Something that I thought would never in my lifetime I'd be able to do, to bring my dogs with me. The people that are the 2 things that make me very happy to my happy place, which is Disney, was a very, very moving moment for me, and that was really awesome, and that was really cool. So we got to, we brought them in, and even on Main Street, they had food for us. They had a bag of food for us. I mean, they had this well thought out. I mean, if you're gonna have dogs, you're gonna be watching the dogs. You're not gonna have time to take for yourself. It's about the dog. It's about catering to the dogs and walking the dogs and doing all this stuff. And they had it planned out that way. They were serving drinks and food and stuff, but the drinks and food were in bags, so you could just grab a bag and go. And then when you got to a point where you could sit with your dog, then you could eat. And not only that, they had breakfast for us, but they also had breakfast for the dogs. They had little baggies with treats, milk bone and bacon strips and sausages, and they even had a little packet in there, of, it was a portioned out meal, pedigree meal, dog food, wet dog food for your dogs, for them to feed them right there in the park if you wanted to. And they had water bowls lined up on Main Street, just water bowls lined up for you to let your dog have a drink on the way out, or walk before they walk around the park. They let your dog have a drink. It was absolutely just so well thought out and really just fantastic. And I mean, they couldn't have done any better. And I was thinking, oh, they're not gonna, this in itself. After we got to the end of Main Street, I was thinking this in itself is enough for me. This is enough for me. If they, this is my moment. I've had enough, and they couldn't do anything better than what they're doing right now. And they had a contest and everything to see who was the best dog, or the best looking costume dog. And then they had a dance party. I mean, they topped themselves, by just letting me in, by having a dance party with Pluto, Doug, Cruella de Vil, Bolt, Stitch. They were all out there. And I was excited. I didn't think that they would have Pluto come out, but being able to have Pluto see, Pluto, someone that I grew up watching, Mickey's dog, and that was awesome to let Pluto meet my dog. So that was pretty cool, and they supplied that. And then on top of that, they went above and beyond again and said, okay, now you get to walk the park with your dog. And they let us, go through Adventureland and kind of walk through Adventureland to Aladdin, to the Aladdin area there, and then take a right. And they even had Aladdin running, so the camel was spitting. So it would actually spit on the dogs and freak them out, and that was funny. And they had us go through Frontierland, and then they had us come through Fantasyland, and then right from Fantasyland we went back to the castle and got to go to Main Street there, back again, and then we had to leave the park, but we got to go to Main Street there, and all along the way there was cast members just standing there, just enjoying this, petting the dogs, really having a good time. They were just as excited as we were that we got to do this and that this event was happening. And when we got to the castle, all the servers from Cinderella's Royal Table were waiting in a line in their costumes in front of the castle, just cheering us on as we walked our dogs through the castle. I gotta tell you, it was the best experience that I've ever had at Magic Kingdom, just hands down. And I mean, they did not have to do what they did, and they did it, and it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better day, and my dogs were happy, and everyone else's dogs were happy. I mean, there was not a you would think all those dogs in one place there would be fights. I mean, they had 101 dogs. You would think there would be fighting dogs, people not happy. There was none of that. All the dogs were just so enthralled with what was going on and meeting all the new people and the characters and walking around the park and being out, that they were just having a good time too. So it was really cool. That was an awesome day. And the costumes were awesome. Everything was awesome. Ed, what do you think about the dog day?
Oh, it was great. That was awesome. I loved it.
Well, talk about your favorite moments and what you thought about the whole thing. And
the whole
just
thing
everything.
was great. I mean, there's really not just one favorite moment. I liked it all. I mean,
Well, talk about what it was like for you doing the event.
it was just great just to walk my dog in there, and I really liked that they actually brought Cruella de Vil out. I thought that was.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is Cruella de Vil. There was a dog dressed like Cruella de Vil.
It was
and
a
that
Dalmatian.
It was a Dalmatian dressed like Cruella de Vil.
And that's who won the contest.
Yep, exactly. So, that to me, it's just it was just awesome. It really was a great event. So, just really great stuff there. So, I thank you again, Disney Parks Blog, for doing this. I hope this becomes like a yearly event. It really was cool to actually have this event happen.
And be sure to watch. Is it October 18th? Animal Planet.
Oh yes, October 18th. There's going to be a show on Animal Planet. What was the name of the show? I forget.
Cutest Pet.
Cutest Pet. Yep. And they filmed the whole thing. So
yes, that's part of the reason they had the event, was to film.
Yep. So it was really cool. So really great stuff there. Now, I don't know if I talked about this on the last show. I don't think I did. But we also got to do a couple of things a few weeks ago that I didn't get to talk about, but I want to talk about. We got to participate in something called the Amazing Mind Race.
By the way, you didn't talk about this.
Okay. We got to participate in the Amazing Mind Race, which was an event that they had in downtown Orlando. It was sponsored by a group, Orlando Pub Crawl, which does they do like a scavenger hunt pub crawl once a month, but they did this Amazing Mind Race in downtown Orlando. And I got to tell you, this event was it was great. It was really well planned out, and it was really good. This was a Groupon that we saw. A friend of mine, we had been doing some. We'd done one of the other events before from this company, and we saw this Groupon, and we were like, "Oh, we got to do this again." Another scavenger hunt. Then we did this one, and I got to tell you, this was really cool. Orlando is such a diverse city, and that's what I love about Orlando, is the fact that one minute you have these amazing theme parks that are some of the best in the world, and then the next minute you have downtown Orlando, which is such it's just such a big diversity. It's just like any downtown big city. It's just fantastic. And we really got a chance to explore that by doing this Amazing Mind Race, and it was sort of like a marathon / scavenger hunt. We had to basically solve clues to figure out where we had to go. They gave us a sheet to start out, and we had to solve clues to figure out where we had to go. And once we figured out the clues, we went around the different places, and there was one thing where we had to. It was like a soccer thing for Orlando City Soccer, where we had to basically spin around on a bat, and I had to spin my head around on a bat, do a dizzy bat, if you've ever done dizzy bat, spin around on a bat, and then basically kick a goal afterwards. And I mean, it was hard. There was even ones where you had to complete specific challenges at different locations and, find certain things. And it was a lot of fun, and it really got to show you the whole area. There was also somewhere you had to look at different artwork in Orlando and get photos in front of artwork in downtown Orlando. It was a lot of fun. And we didn't finish up there, but we finished, and it was just great and an awesome event. And we got a medal for finishing for the Amazing Mind Race, and it was a great day. And I definitely urge you to check them out if you're local or if you're visiting and want to do something and you're going to go like the downtown area. Definitely check them out on Facebook, Orlando Pub Crawl. You can look them up. They have a Facebook page, and you can see what events they have coming up and so on and so forth. And their events aren't that expensive. I mean, for a 4-person team for this one, it was like $70 or something. It wasn't crazy. The last one we did was $20. $20 for a 4-person team. So it's really good stuff. So definitely check them out. You'll have a blast. We had a blast. It was absolutely a great time. Now, after we did that, I want to talk about one other thing, and this was very unique. Now, we get around in Orlando and we like to eat, and this isn't necessarily. It is sort of it's near sort of the touristy area, but a lot of people do.
It's near the Florida Mall.
A lot of people do visit the Florida Mall a lot, and when they come to Orlando. So we got to check out a restaurant which is right across the street from the Florida Mall, which is called Ichiban Sushi. Now, what's unique about Ichiban Sushi is they offer a yakiniku buffet. Now, the yakiniku is a Korean barbecue, and basically what this is you have a grill at your table, and you cook your own dinner. I know it sounds strange, and the first thing I was thinking when I saw this was, wait, I'm paying to cook my own food? But it's a lot of fun. And it's not just that. There is a lot of stuff included, like I'll go through the meats. There's short ribs, prime short ribs, prime ribeye steak, which is just a slab of just a ribeye steak. There's beef brisket, there's marinated steak, there's marinated short ribs, and it also comes with you also get appetizers: edamame, seaweed salad, ginger salad, spring rolls, crab rangoon, miso soup, clear soup. There's also California rolls, golden California rolls, spicy tuna roll, Philly roll, veggie roll, crunchy shrimp roll, spicy crab roll, spicy salmon roll, Las Vegas roll, and crab roll. And this is all included in a buffet for $24.99. Now, I got to tell you, this was an awesome experience. It was a great experience. They bring out, they get the grill started. It's in the middle of your table, and they get the grill started, and they bring out these huge portions. I mean, they're big portions of meat. The ribeye steak was just a regular ribeye. It was a thin-cut ribeye steak, and you just grilled it right in front of you. And then there was the beef brisket, which was little like rolled-up pieces of beef, and they brought out a big plate of those. And you cook it there right in front of you. They provide like some sauces and stuff that you can kind of dip it in and things like that, soy sauce, so on and so forth. And they have salt and pepper and all that. You can do it all right there. But you cook all the food right in front of you, and it was actually really fun. We had a good time. $24.99 for this. I mean, all the meat was very flavorful. It's however you cook it. But the marinated steak, I will say, was my favorite, and that had sort of a sweet ginger sauce on it. And it was just fantastic, and that comes on a plate with veggies and stuff that you grill also, and it was really, really good. The meat was just fantastic. So we absolutely, I know I can speak for myself. I enjoyed this place a lot, and you should definitely check it out. It is a very unique dining opportunity. There's not too many places in Orlando that I know of near the parks where you can actually cook at your own table like this. And this is right off of Sand Lake Road there, so it's not too far from like the International Drive and the hotels and all that. It's not really that far at all from those locations. So it's not far from the airport. It's kind of, if you take Sand Lake from the airport to get to like International Drive, it's right on your way. So, Ed, what did you think?
Oh, I enjoyed. The food was great, and it was fun cooking it and all that. One thing to keep in mind is they do charge you if you leave food.
Yeah, so make sure if you leave like the meats or something, they will charge you for whatever you leave, and they do charge you like whatever the entree price is.
So I
So
think
if like the ribeye steak is $15, they charge you $15. It's not just like $1 for leaving a little cube of meat. So make sure you order what you can eat.
Yes.
But the other thing is too to keep in mind is you can't order half sizes. Like when they brought out the beef brisket for us, I didn't want to go over, and it's like a huge amount of meat they bring out on the brisket. I mean, it's like an overflowing plate full, and I said no. Can I get like a smaller size? And they said sure, we'll give you a half size, which really worked out. So, but it is absolutely just fantastic, and you will have a great time, and it's a great night out with friends and our family, and just to cook at your table and have a good time. So the cooking at your table is just it's part of the experience. It's just fantastic. It's really great. So you're really I think you guys will really enjoy that. But that was really cool. Definitely check them out. Izzyban Sushi on off of Sand Lake, right across from the mall there. It was just fantastic. So really good stuff there. So with that being said, I think that's going to do it for this week's show. As far as this week, we have coverage coming up. I will get the videos and stuff up from. I'm going to work on that tonight, getting the videos and stuff up from the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. As far as coverage for this weekend, we will be in the parks on Saturday, and we are also going to check out. I'm very excited to say this. We are also going to check out American Cube on Saturday at the B Resort, the all-new B Resort. At downtown Disney, in the downtown Disney Resort area, has the American Q restaurant, which, if you remember, I talked about it before, has a 57 Ford pickup truck bed in the restaurant, and they actually serve you. It's all you can eat, like barbecue, brisket, and stuff like that, and they bring it to you like a Brazilian restaurant, like a Brazilian steakhouse, and they put it right on your plate, carve it right in front of you. You have it right there, and it's served with cornbread and all kinds of other stuff, and the piece de resistance, the experience, and hopefully I'll survive because I do like my meat, and I will probably be in a meat coma afterwards. So, hopefully I survive, but it should be awesome. But we will have that, and we'll be around in the parks. Don't know which one yet, but we will be around in the park. So awesome stuff there. So make sure to check that out. And before we go, we want to thank our sponsors one more time. We want to thank Kingdom Strollers, who provides premium stroller and crib rentals delivered straight to your Disney Orlando Resort Hotel or vacation home free of charge. You choose the time of delivery and pickup, and they'll do the rest. It couldn't be easier. So book your Orlando stroller rental today. Visit their website, www.kingdomstrollers.com. That's www.kingdomstrollers.com. Or call or text them at 407-271-5301. That's 407-271-5301. Also, make sure you check out the free MickeyUpdates.com smartphone application. It's now available to download for iPhone and Android devices. Using the app, you'll be able to read all the latest news, read our tweets, check the weather, add enforcement dates to your phone counter, listen to our podcast, and so much more. Download right now from the App Store and Google Play Store. Just search WDW News or Mickey Updates. And you can also listen to V24 Radio on there. And if you haven't been listening to V24 Radio, you should be listening to V24 Radio. It's absolutely awesome. Chris does all this. Chris that's on our show does all the stuff from there, and we'll have him on next week, Chris. I'll have him back next week. And it's just absolutely fantastic station, and they're gearing up for Halloween. And I can tell you, I talked to Chris last night about some Halloween stuff. It's going to be a good Halloween on V24 Radio, so definitely check that out. And I believe the Frozen Summer Fun stuff is still going on, but it's coming to an end. And in its place will be the DJ Elliott block, where we will have just 30 minutes of DJ Elliott every day. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic and a lot of fun. And definitely check that out. So download our app, check that out. You can listen to V24 right there. And thank you for joining us this week on our podcast. See you guys next week.
So I'm putting my faith in something unknown. I'm living on such nothing, but I'm tired of hope when nothing to hold.